Hi everyone, this is Kim from Affordably Crafty, and today I have a Facebook haul. So this haul contains yarn and also some magazines and books on crochet, which is pretty much the main reason why I grabbed this when it came up on Facebook. So I'll do the yarn first. Actually, if you could like the video and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I do DIYs and hauls and unboxings, and maybe some other stuff on my new channel, so I really appreciate the support. When I get to 25 subscribers, I'm going to have a giveaway, so that will be cool. So let's do the yarn first. So I had asked her for variegated yarn. I didn't have a lot of that, and I like working with it, so I have almost 2 full skeins of this blue acrylic colorway. This kind of looks like maybe a Red Heart Super Saver. It's a little bit softer, so maybe it's that craft brand they have at Michael's. And then there was another 2 skeins. These kind of feel like maybe 3/4 of a skein. This is much softer though than the other one of this blue color. I like those actually don't look too bad together. Not awful. I bet they look good if I held them both at the same time. And then there was this lighter one, which is acrylic from Nicole's Stitch Studio. That's a little skein. And then this one feels like Peaches and Cream or Burnett Handicrafter or the Premier Home. So this is definitely cotton. So this will go into a kitchen project, but it is really a nice green color. Variegated green color. I like that. And then there's one novelty yarn. I didn't really call this variegated, but I just took it because it was part of the lot. It's got little pieces of like, I don't know what that is. It's like popcorn or something. I just took it because it was part of the lot. Then the books, I'm going to talk a little bit about the books and then show you some things I like the best and some things I didn't like at all. So this was the book that I was pretty excited about. I've looked at a similar book online, and that is Crochet One Skein Wonders. It just has a lot of smaller projects in it. So things I really liked about it was that they have a nice chapter separation in here. And that is that they separate the chapters by fiber weight. Never really seen a book set up like that before, so it's going to make it easy for me to find projects when I'm like, I have this worsted weight yarn. What do I make out of it? I also like that all the patterns in this book have crochet charts. So I am teaching myself how to read those. It's kind of like a different language. But when I have that along with the pattern, it really helps me to learn how to read them because I'm more of like a visual learner. They also talk about a new technique for me in this book, which I like, which is there's multiple patterns with beaded crochet. It looks really pretty, and I never really have done that before. They also have projects in here that include crochet jewelry, and not beaded crochet jewelry, like actual like shapes out of the thread or the yarn. They also in the back have a really nice section about all the designers in here for the patterns and where you can find information on them if they have Etsy shops or other ways you can get their patterns or things made by them. I like that they're smaller projects, so it's kind of like a happy completion time, which is kind of self-explanatory because they're one skein wonders, but I think that that's a real plus of the book. One of the big negatives was the patterns are not defined by a difficulty scale. So for myself, as more of a like confident beginner at this point, it would be nice for me to know which ones I'm kind of not ready for yet. I don't think I'm ready for a super difficult one. I've done one intermediate pattern, but it would have been nice to have some kind of a difficulty rating scale. And also the stitch glossary does not have nearly enough pictures. So I know this isn't like a, this is how you crochet, but like, this is the second page with a whole bunch of stuff, and there is one picture support. Yeah, that's a negative. So I'm just going to go through each weight and show you my favorite one from each one. So the first weight is thread, and that was one of the really nice necklace projects. It's a butterfly necklace. I think that's pretty cool. My daughter will really like that. So probably going to make that. That was my favorite thread pattern in here. And then my favorite lace weight was this really pretty lace weight scarf. I really like the open pattern on that. I haven't really done any work with lace weight or thread before, so that could be interesting. Super fine weight. These gloves look pretty cool. I could definitely see myself making those. They kind of look like scales. So that was pretty cool. And then moving on to fine weight. Wait, what was the last one? The last one was super fine. So fine weight. I thought this was kind of cool. I wouldn't put a yoga mat in it, but I don't know. I kind of like that it's a longer tube-shaped thing. So that was kind of interesting. And then for lightweight, this pillow, frankly, looks amazing for the right variegated yarn. So I feel like I'm going to be making that in my future. That looks awesome. Very interesting. Then for medium weight, I'll be honest, that's one of the biggest chapters, which made me happy because I work with a lot of 4-weight yarn. But I kind of like the look of this hat. I'd definitely be using a different button, but I did like the look of the hat. And then for bulky, I kind of like this little, well, I guess I would call it like a capelet. I think that looks pretty cool. 2 buttons. I like that. So this was definitely a win. Crochet One Skein Wonders by Judith Durant and Eddie Ekman. This retailed for $18.95. 101 ways to get hooked. So I thought that was cool. And the other book that came with it was The Idiot's Guide to Crochet. So I'm probably going to just look through this and then probably pass this on to my mom. She's learning how to do crochet right now, and the one thing this has over the other one is, well, one of the major things is that the instructions are very clear and precise, and everything comes with a really nice real-life picture to show you exactly what to do step by step. Obviously, I know it's because it's the Idiot's Guide, but I did think that that was nice. Although the stitch library is not as big as I thought it was, but that's okay. Another negative, only some patterns have crochet charts, but if you don't care about crochet charts, that's not a negative for you. It does contain some limited patterns. The photos are nice, up close and in focus, and they have a whole separate section on reading a crochet chart. And there's some simple instructions and simple language, but the best 2 pages in this book, as far as I'm concerned, as a new crocheter, is this book about, 2 pages about standard increases, and around, and it has the math. So here you see, it's got the math on how to increase in different rounds. And then over here, there's some more on this page, on the math on how to increase in different rounds, which is pretty amazing. So that's pretty cool. So that was the second book, and this one retails for $20. And then the other thing she had was some crochet magazines. She had one of Crochet exclamation point from autumn 2015. And my favorite pattern in this book is this really cool rug. So I had hauled a couple days ago a haul from the Mill yarn store. I really like this. I have to read a little bit into the pattern because it's like 3 pages long to see if this is too far advanced for me, but I like how this looks. I may be making this for the rug for this fireplace room. We'll see. So that made me happy that that was in there. And then I just put these in calendar order. There's a bunch of Crochet Worlds. So this was from February 2016. My favorite pattern in here that I'll probably be making is this really cool braided cable tote. That one was pretty cool. And then this one is June 2016 Crochet World. And my favorite one in here is this really nice light sun-kissed top. So I might be making this one sooner rather than later because this kind of seems summery. And then there was one for April 2016 also. And this one is, the one I liked the best was this amethyst lace wrap. That was pretty. I kind of like how it looked. Not just because it's purple. I do like purple. Then there was August 2016. Really like these shell stitch nesting baskets. I can definitely see myself making these. And it's a good way to bust some of my stash. October 2015. Shades of Autumn. My favorite one in here was by far this Paris in the Fall cape. And this one is made with Red Heart Unforgettable, which is really nice. I don't know if I make it in this colorway or not, but wow, does that look pretty. Then there's October 2016, and my favorite one in here is this braided edge cardigan. I definitely could see myself making some of these as holiday gifts. They just look really classic. I kind of like those. And then there was one December 2015, and my favorite one in here was by far this Hills of Ireland throw, which is really pretty. Here's an up close of the ribbing. I mean, I just think it looks really cool. So that's my haul for today. This whole lot cost me $35. I also have a DVD in the car that I didn't bring in that's like Intro to Knitting and Crochet that I got to give to my mom because she doesn't have access to the internet and she's learning how to crochet currently also. So that's my Facebook haul today. So like I said, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Affordably Crafty. Have a good night. Bye.